I wanted you to run me through what a day is like. Not really a day, like the actual race, right? Because yeah, you did the AK, doing 5 miles, 10 miles here, like yeah, any general, okay person can probably do that, right? Not everyone, but most people should be able to do it. Let's just say that. But with a marathon, there's certain mile markers where your thought process has to change.
Yes.
So where are you in mile one?
Mile one, usually you're so excited. That's everybody. When the gate open, you just want to go fast. And I've been there, but now I try to hold back, and then at the half point start going too fast. So it is like start slow to finish fast. Never start fast to finish slow.
So you have to just kind of calm yourself because
Yeah.
there's a lot of excitement. People are, we want to go, and
Yeah,
they're shooting the
that's
horn.
why there is this book called 80-20. What it does is it will teach you how to run slow to race fast. So 80% of your training should be really, really slow. And then the 20% should be fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So then you start mile one. And then when do you have to make that next change in your thought process?
Okay. So the thing is your time at the second mile should be faster than your first mile. So the second mile should be faster than the second one. Than the first one. So if the second one is slower than the first one, that means you are doing something wrong.
In terms of you're doing something wrong, you're not focused.
You're not focusing. Yeah.
You're not pacing yourself. Because I imagine I've never run a marathon. When I was going to run one, it was COVID. So I didn't get this wonderful opportunity. So I've always been curious about it. So I would imagine that you have to have a strategy.
Yes.
To do 26.2 miles.
Yes.
Right. So you get to mile two, and then you're like, wait, hold on. I'm slower at mile two than I was at mile one.
Yes.
What's your thought process if that happens?
Well, I was, if I'm slower at mile two than mile one, I was like, oh, I'm doing something really, really wrong. So I need to dial back. Yes. So that's usually what I do. But my last marathon in Boston, I kind of started really fast because the peer pressure was really, really high.
I feel because it's all high athlete.
Oh my God.
The endurance is like
and,
top.
I'm not making
athletes.
This up. You kind of feel like, okay, am I in the right place?
Yeah.
Are people really wondering if I belong here? But you have to make it do what it do.
Yeah, make it do what it do,
so,
baby.
Find somebody, try to follow that person. Okay, if he stop, I'm gonna, pass him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let this person pass me. So that was my strategy. And I was able to finish it, even though it was hard. So I went from, the marathon 26.2 mile. I divided by 3, 3, 3, 3. So my first 5K, I said, okay, I'm gonna run the first 5K in 20 minutes, second 5K in 20 minutes. Next 5K in 20 minutes. So I tried, it wasn't 20 minutes exactly, but it was in the 20, 20, 21, 22, 20, 21, 22. So that was my strategy. Yeah. And that helped.
Yes. So you had the strategy of dissecting it,
yes,
right? Into these 5K, into these parts.
Yes.
And then when do you start to feel the marathon?
So the marathon really doesn't start until mile 20.
Interesting.
Yes.
So 10, you're coasting. Like 10. Are you gradually? So mile 1, you're gradually going up. 2 is a little faster than 1.
Yeah.
3 is a little faster than 2. So you're gradually increasing your pace.
Yeah. So you have to go, like how do you call it? How do you call this graph?
Yeah. Is what you call it, bell curve? No.
So okay. Anyway, so that's the way to go.
Yeah.
So let's say if your pace is like 7 minutes at the first mile.
Yeah.
Make sure it's like 6:50 and then 6:40 or stay at the 6:50.
Okay, yeah.
Or if you start at 7, make sure you start at 7. Yeah. So that's why it is very important to start slow and so you can finish really, really fast.
Right. So,
Yes.
okay. So you're starting really slow and then you're actually really starting to get competitive
Yes.
as the mileage increases.
Yes, because most people break down at mile 20. And I've seen it. And I've been there too.
So what happens at mile 20?
Mile 20, you just run out of gas if you don't pace yourself correctly. And also, if you don't eat the right food, if you don't take the right water and electrolyte, all that play a big role. Yeah.
So before the race, what are you eating? You're doing your black beans, of course.
I'll do black bean and I'll do white potatoes for the starch.
For how many days are you eating?
So I do that like I'll usually start Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Because the race is on Sunday.
Yes.
So you're 3 days before, you're starting a carb load.
Yes. Yes. And eat a lot of protein, black beans and lentils.
So then this is one thing that I felt when I did my first triathlon was if you get behind on the nutrition midway through the race, whether you're doing the gels or what have you, you feel it immediately. Okay, so you can say the first 30 minutes of the race, you're okay. But you're not drinking enough water, you're not, replacing your electrolytes. Then you get an hour and a half in where you may have missed, when you were supposed to replace, and you just feel crushed.
Yes. Yes. Also, during my Boston Marathon training, it happened on Ramadan. So I was training during Ramadan.
Right, yes.
Even though it was a little cooler, but it was hard. So my body went through a big change. Training, empty stomach with nothing to go right away to run a marathon. Because Ramadan was in March. And then Boston Marathon was in April. So it was like a week after Boston Marathon was a week after Eid.
Wow. Wait,
Yes.
so how do you train for a marathon during Ramadan?
It's crazy, right?
A marathon.
And
There's something there. Ramadan
I even
marathon
ran a sub-3 marathon when I was fasting in Las Vegas. Yeah.
in Las Vegas.
Yes.
So, okay, you have only a set window. Basically, you can only eat at night when the sun goes down.
Yes.
Right? And you can't eat when the sun is up. So if there's light, you can't eat or drink. So then what are you eating? Are you just water in hand and just like peeing all night?
No. Water, salt retain water. And then this year Ramadan was in springtime, so you don't really, you sweat, but you don't lose a lot of sweat. So I will put like this Mexican spice, tagine.
Yeah, tagine.
Tagine.
Yeah. Well,
Tagine and lime.
Tagine.
Yes, into water.
Yeah.
And I'll also put it in fruit and eat it.
Wow.
Yes.
No, it's tahini. It's tahini.
Tahini,
Yeah,
yes.
tahini. Yeah,
it's kind of like, bright.
reddish,
yes.
brownish. You put it, they put it on like everything.
Yeah, so salt rich in water. So
Wow.
that's what I did. And then I will eat not heavy, something that I know will help me to run the next day. For example, I love sourdough bread. So I'll go to Costco, buy,
What is it called? Sourdough
bread.
Sourdough. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
San Francisco style sourdough bread.
Mhm.
That one.
Yeah, I love sourdough as well.
Yeah, so
Great.
I'll get that with almond butter from Costco. And then that was my meal during suhoor.
Did you do any Ezekiel bread at all? Because people swear by that for
Some
training.
people, I try it, but
Yeah.
no.
It's not good either.
No.
Well, it's disgusting.
So, yeah.
I'm like, man, am I missing something? This is so disgusting. I can't.
Yeah.
do it.
So, almond butter on sourdough bread.
Yeah.
That's, one of the things I was eating almost every morning for suhoor. And then for iftar, it was something light and then something heavy.
Wow. So It's just insane. First off,
Insane, yeah.
you were able to fast and then run a marathon,
Yep.
and then because you have to train. I mean, that 30 days you're training. How did you alter your schedule?
I did because my long runs, if it is let's say longer than 10 mile, I will wait 2 hours before iftar, go do my long runs, and then come home. I can eat, I can
Drink.
Yes.
Yeah, smart. So right before you're supposed to break your fast,
Yes.
you would go and do your long run.
Yes.
Smart.
Yes. And then speed run was right after I eat suhoor. So I have a lot of energy.
Yes.
Do my speed run. Short run after suhoor, fine. But longer runs, yeah, I have to wait right before iftar.
That's insane. So just to circle back, right? So you get to mile 20 and it's Ramadan. And this is when the marathon actually starts.
Yep.
You're fasting. What is that like?
It was, surprisingly, it was when I ran in Las Vegas, it was kind of cold. It was like in the 50s. So I got to mile 20. A lot of people were slowing down. I was like, you know what? You know what was my motivation? I was like, okay, I pay for the hotel to get here. I trained to be here, and I pay for this race. So I'm not going to give up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that was my motivation. At mile 20, I almost stopped and walked. And one thing is, for running, slow down but never stop. Slow down but never stop. So I never slowed down. At that time, I kept running to the
Not
finish
even,
line.
what about walking? Do you allow yourself to walk? No, you don't, because do you think that has a psychological effect on you if you start to walk?
Yes.
So even if you ran really slow, you've never walked.
Nope. You'll never
marathon.
call me walk.
Wow. That's incredible.
I'm not saying, it's okay to walk, but me personally, I don't do it. I mean, it's a race. Why would I pay, to run a race and then show up and just walk? I can't do it.
Yeah, you can walk at home. You came to play.
Exactly.
That's your whole philosophy. You get the mile 20.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't come here to fail. I didn't come here to mess around. I didn't come here to play. Like, I actually came here to do this race, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a hard race. I signed up for it voluntarily.
Yes.
And that's your philosophy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never. I will let my pace drop down to walk.
Wow.